I was thinking about this, Goo, when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo. Is there a worse team he could go to?
Right.
Than your biggest theoretical rival, even though it's probably the Rams right now, I would think. But
I guess if you move on, you can't have your cake and eat
That's
it too,
true.
man. And
That
you
is
know what
true.
I forgot to tell you, Willard and Dibbs, is what if Jimmy was like, you know what, we can do something with this contract. I'll come back for lesser. I already know, you know what I mean? Because that bag and that dream of $22, $25 million is off the table. But I just, again, Steiny, I thought the owner, and he could have just been saying what was on his mind, but I was like, man, is there a scenario this dude could remain? And I get what Willard is saying. That's why I told you I thought Jimmy should have been gone last year. I missed you, Steiny. This is the longest we've been apart. I hope you miss me.
I did.
That's the rat on the table. It's been almost a month. You look good.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no, seriously, I missed you.
Yeah, you know, I missed you too. It's just hard for me to say that.
Right. Okay, let's get it, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think, Jed York said that, I think, 4 days ago to Kawakami on the TK podcast. I just think he was just being super duper careful to not say anything that would limit Lynch and Shanahan's ability to do something. But I think it's pretty obvious now that nobody's going to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Does that shock you?
Not really, no. I forget who the texter was last week, but they hit the nail right on the head. They said there are teams that definitely have interest in Jimmy Garoppolo, but they don't have interest in Jimmy Garoppolo at $25 million.
Okay. Right.
That is the game changer. If you could drop Jimmy Garoppolo onto certain teams, I'm sure there are a lot of coaches that'd be like, yeah, we'll take Jimmy. Not for $25 million. So now what? Well, next Tuesday, probably, Jimmy Garoppolo gets cut. He clears waivers.
Okay.
Then he becomes a free agent. And he's going to go to the Seattle Seahawks, apparently.
Now we're guessing
and now we've
this,
got
right?
him.
Yeah.
But who else? Why wouldn't he go there? He can start there all year. Not Cleveland.
I get that. I totally get
that.
that.
So I wouldn't. I mean, if I'm Jimmy Garoppolo, there's two things. I want to get some money, but I want to play. I want to start because I'm going to need to get paid the following year. To me, and Seattle's not supposed to be any good.
Right. So
good. Perfect for Jimmy Garoppolo to reestablish himself.
But
and put a little bit of a monkey wrench into the San Francisco 49ers division.
No doubt. And I'm rooting for Jimmy. I told you that. I think we all are, Steiny.
Well, no, we're not. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm going to let you finish, obviously, but we can't root for Jimmy now if we're a 49er fan. We can't.
Well, that's if he lands in your division.
The 49ers think he's going to end up in Seattle, according to Matt Mayock on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Well, you look at Geno Smith and Drew Lock, that's a bunch of garbage. I can't even believe they're going to run that out there. And I guess I am missing the price tag aspect of this, but if I'm Seattle and I really think Jimmy, and we don't know how they're looking themselves in the mirror, if I think, okay, hey, I got a guy that's quarterback to Super Bowl, led a team to a Super Bowl, got him to an NFC championship just last year, if I'm selling something to my fans, I guess I'm not going to go cheap SOBs and say we'll wait to the guy that could be the difference maker and us getting to the offs or not. We'll just wait till he gets cut and there'll be no line for his services. If I'm Seattle, I want to go put a ring on that finger as fast as possible. I want him out there week one. I want him ramped up with the playbook. Like, Steiny, what am I missing? This is not 7-on-7 football. It's going to take a few weeks. And I'm not saying Jimmy's not capable of doing it.
What do you want to give up for him?
Well, that's up to see. Like, Seattle, what do you don't want to, he's better than anything you have.
Seattle says to the 49ers, the whole league knows he's getting waived.
Okay, right.
The whole league knows he's getting waived. Now, if somebody comes out of the woodwork in the next week, something happens to somebody, hey, we want Jimmy Garoppolo from the Niners. Oh, great. Now the Niners can have a trade. Well, you're not giving them anything.
Right.
You're
fifth or a sixth.
And if he's making $25 million, you're going to have the 49ers pay most of it. And then they're going to say we're not paying most of it because we don't want to pay any of it. So I'd be shocked if he doesn't have if he isn't a free agent next Tuesday.
So what? Okay. So
and now here comes the Seattle Seahawks, baby.
What if the Seattle Seahawks And again, I am not telling the people that are listening, and Willard put it perfectly, Steiny, about Trey's psyche. But if it's bigger than Trey's psyche, who's to say he doesn't get cut and then they work something out and he comes back for a cheaper price?
I didn't think about that, but then why haven't they done that already? They could have done that, I got to believe. Garoppolo could have. You said, why didn't
Jimmy waiting to see if somebody last minutes, hey, here we go. To me, that's not off the table, and that's what I got from York when he was like, not that it's impossible, and that could have just been him speaking, the CEO, but still, Steiny, I just can't get over the Niners because they're so good, and we know that by their trip to the NFC Championship game. I just can't believe you got question mark galore at the quarterback position besides Trey. That ain't good. We saw this in 2020 with Mullins and Beathard.
You don't like Sudfeld? And Purdy?
I just don't. I wouldn't like to watch the games knowing that's who was quarterbacking my team with these expectations that they have.
888-957-9570. It sounds to me like the idea of Jimmy Garoppolo in Seattle isn't sitting well with Darryl the Guru Johnson. If Jimmy Garoppolo ends up in Seattle, can we say that it's official that Lynch and Shanahan kind of messed this situation up? Or what do they care? They don't want him anyway.